Birth and early life. Mary, Queen of Scots, ascended to the throne at just 6 days old after the death of her father, King James V of Scotland. Despite her young age, she was declared the rightful Queen of Scotland. This marked the beginning of a tumultuous and tragic reign that would shape the course of Scottish history. A French Queen. Mary, Queen of Scots, cemented a key political alliance with France through her marriage to Francis II, the Dauphin of France. This marriage intensified the bond between Scotland and France, strengthening their partnership in the face of English threats. Mary's status as a French queen brought her both power and protection, but also placed her in the midst of the complex political landscape of Europe. Her union with Francis II proved to be a pivotal moment in her reign, shaping her decisions and actions as she navigated the challenges of being a young queen in a turbulent time. Return to Scotland. Mary, Queen of Scots, returned to Scotland amidst a nation deeply divided by religious unrest. The Protestant Reformation had taken hold in Scotland, leading to conflict between Catholics and Protestants. Mary, a devout Catholic, faced resistance from Protestant factions who saw her as a threat to their religious beliefs. This religious divide escalated during Mary's reign, culminating in the violent murder of her secretary, David Rizzio, by Protestant nobles. Mary's marriage to Lord Darnley, a Catholic, further fueled tensions as Protestant lords plotted against her. Despite her efforts to reconcile the religious factions in Scotland, the divisions only grew deeper during her tumultuous reign. The Darnley marriage. Mary, Queen of Scots' marriage to Henry Stuart, Lord Darnley, sparked tensions and uprisings throughout Scotland. The union between the two cousins was controversial from the start, with many nobles opposing the match due to Darnley's questionable character. As their tumultuous marriage unfolded, Darnley's behaviour only exacerbated the situation, leading to increased hostility among the Scottish court. The marriage ultimately ended in tragedy, with Darnley being mysteriously murdered in 1567. This event further plunged Mary into turmoil and ultimately contributed to her downfall as queen. Downfall and abdication. Imprisoned in Loch Leven Castle for nearly a year, Mary, Queen of Scots, was forced to abdicate her throne in favour of her infant son, James VI. The decision was made under duress, as Mary faced pressure from her powerful nobles and was isolated from her supporters. With her reign effectively over, Mary's fate was uncertain as she remained a captive in the castle, plotting her escape and hoping to reclaim her crown. This marked a tragic turning point in Mary's tumultuous reign, leading to further challenges and betrayals that would ultimately seal her tragic destiny. Imprisonment and execution. As Mary, Queen of Scots, languished in captivity, she faced numerous plots against her life, with many of her own nobles turning against her. Accused of being complicit in the Babington plot to assassinate Queen Elizabeth I, Mary was brought to trial for treason. Despite her impassioned defense, she was found guilty and sentenced to death. On February 8, 1587, in Fotheringha Castle, Mary met her tragic fate on the executioner's block. With her final words, she professed her innocence and her unwavering faith in God, leaving behind a legacy of sorrow and controversy that would endure for centuries.